Are you one of the people buying Taylor Swift's single Fortnite with Post Malone? Colton's here with the live updates with Taylor Swift. He says, big thumbs down. There was supposed to be some little, what was it? A surprise at 2 o'clock.
See, this is why if you think about it all day long, you got to set your expectations low so that they can always be, like, go over your expectations.
Be surprised throughout the day, not disappointed.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Great message.
Yeah. Very positive news on this Thursday.
How are you, Nicole?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's a fabulous Thursday. A lot of stuff going on around the station. Obviously, Make an Impact is happening today. So all throughout Studio 10, you'll be able to hear from Claudia, who's going to be live from our call center, hearing how you can make an impact, make a difference, and help us, get to this dental facility that's going, that's really needed here in our community. So we'll be hearing a lot from Delta Dental, also Cristo Ray, all this fun stuff, all happening. So definitely tune in to see how you can help.
All right.
Yes, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. And also on Studio 10, we are still celebrating National Poetry Day. So we have 2 poets from Michigan State University, which is good because I know the other day we were talking about how poetry can really help you express your feelings and your thoughts in a new artistic way. So we're hearing what they have to say, just talking a little bit about poetry. This is your time to shine, guys. If you want to go into poetry, tune into Studio 10, hear how you can be a part of it or just listen. I think even just hearing what is going through people's heads about poetry, like when they're writing it, like it makes you understand it a little bit more, or they don't even have to explain it. And this is still kind of on the Taylor Swift theme, because what's the new album called?
The Tortured Poets Department.
Do you think she put it in April because it's National Poetry Month too?
Oh, she probably did. Yeah.
They probably heard that from Studio 10. Anywho, so we're going to be hearing from them, which is exciting. Plus, Beer Fest in the ballpark. Beer Fest at the ballpark is happening on Saturday. And so we're going to have the organizer come on, as well as a brewer from the Looking Glass Brewery over in DeWitt. Classic.
That sounds good.
That sounds good. Them. So it'll be good to hear exactly what's going on. 300 plus beers and wines and all of that stuff you can choose from. So we're going to get those details going and learning about what's new this year, how it helps, that sort of thing. So lots of fun happening there. Plus, we are wrapping up our series with community colleges, kind of giving a spotlight on them as it is National Community College Month. So we're going to be chatting with students from the LCC.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a whole variety of topics. Okay.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, Nicole.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Make sure you tune in then. Again, our Make an Impact campaign is continuing all day, so you can make sure to tune in with Studio 10 at 3 o'clock today. And then all the other fun, like if you want to go to Looking Glass Brewery, maybe this weekend, Colton can share what the weather is going to be like for you if you want to head out.
That place is a hidden gem. I am a big fan of Looking Glass.
Big fan. So go, and actually I saw it. I drove past it the other day and I went, oh yeah, I forgot we've been talking about this place. I got to go check it out.
Great food too if you want to go for dinner.
Oh yeah, both. Food and drinks. There you go. A little socialization this weekend. But Colton, what's the latest
on
Taylor Swift? We'll get to weather in a second.
I have no updates.
No updates. Okay. Never mind.
I have an update. Aaron Woolley going to pop in here really quick.
All right, Aaron, let's hear it.
Swift update. I learned this morning that there is a Swifties Club at MSU, and they're meeting tonight. So, just a heads up. Breaking news.
Do non-students get to join?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'll have to look into it.
Well, everyone's talking about her, obviously, because she has a new album coming out tonight. But she had an announcement at 2. Well, it wasn't really an announcement. There was just a countdown clock until 2 o'clock today on her website, and all it was is that you can buy a single CD. But I think this does help us learn what the first single of the album is going to be.
Yes.
Fortnite.
It's a Fortnite. So for those who are Taylor Swift fans who stay up to date with this, that is your little Taylor Swift news update.
That is the song with Post Malone.
That is.
So, interesting.
I'm interested to see what's going to be
She announced that there will be a music video released tomorrow at 8 p.m.
And the album will be dropped tonight at midnight. There we go. And those are your updates on Taylor Swift. Okay, let's talk
if you ever want to
weather.
know more, just message me on Facebook. Well, we can chat about it. But we should probably talk about the weather because I bet that's why a lot of people are tuning in.
Yes, we'll switch to that for sure.
Not to listen to us talk about Taylor Swift. Even though we could, But
Don't tempt us.
yes, let's talk about the weather because we are tracking another system that's coming in. This will be arriving tonight. It is starting to bring a few showers to the state of Michigan. A lot of these, though, are staying off to the north at this point, but I wouldn't be surprised, especially in Lansing and points north, if there's an isolated shower this afternoon. But I think the main event is still off to our west, and you can kind of see that here, where there's a lot more rain in the parts of Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin, and that's all going to slowly but surely make its way in our direction today and bring us some rain by tonight. So enjoy the dry weather that while we have it, because it will be going away later on this evening. Even been seeing at least a few peaks at the sun every now and then, some of the higher clouds drifting through the area. I don't expect much in the way of sunshine for the remainder of the day. However, and our chance for rain will increase, but not until later. So I think for the rest of the afternoon into the early parts of the evening, maybe just a stray shower, but the better opportunity for rain is going to come after the sun goes down tonight and into the overnight hours. That's when we're going to see the most widespread rain from the system, which is good news because we will be seeing dry weather for the most part today and dry weather for the most part tomorrow morning, and then the rest of the day on Friday is dry. So all of this is going to happen when most of us are asleep tonight, unless you're staying up until midnight to listen to Taylor Swift's new album. But so let's show you the hour by hour.
And the rain can get you in your feels for it too. There you go.
Some people might find me annoying by the amount that I talk about Taylor Swift.
I find it informative.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Then I guess I'll continue. No one's looking at us right now, but that's
I
fine.
just ignored that.
The hour-by-hour forecast for this evening, there's some of that rain that might try to sneak in later this evening. But again, like I mentioned, I think after 10, 11 o'clock, we're going to see the widespread rain move on in. And, certainly by 1 a.m., unless you're out and about at 1 a.m., some people are, you'll likely run into some of this rainfall. But then it'll be very quick to move out as we head into tomorrow morning. So this is 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. The rain, for the most part, is out of here. We're drying out. We'll start to see a little bit of some sunshine work.
I'm sorry. I need to show this right now. The Falcon just flew in there, and it's laying on its eyes. What is it doing?
She's putting them all together so she
Oh, there you go.
all at once.
It kind of looked like she was going to eat it.
She was like scooching it over with her beak. There you go. Oh, keeping the babies warm. Okay, sorry. That was cool seeing her fly in with that. All right, we'll go back to this. Oh, take the Falcon cam off. There we go.
Unhinged.
We are very unhinged
right
today.
now. But the rain moves out early tomorrow morning, and then we'll actually start to see some sunshine take over for the rest of the day. Now, while we will have a lot of sunshine tomorrow, I also think that it's kind of cold. Temperatures likely going to be in the upper 40s and lower 50s throughout the day on Friday, and it's also going to be pretty windy, so it's probably not going to be the best feeling day. Now, in terms of rainfall, I like this graphic. It's kind of a fun way to show how much rain. I think most areas pick up around a ½ inch, maybe some localized higher amounts in spots, so it is going to be a nice soaking rain. It just doesn't last all that long. I wouldn't be surprised, too, if tonight we hear a few rumbles of thunder with this as well. But overall, not expecting this to be a significant issue for us, and it all happens overnight tonight. So you may not even know it rained if you didn't know it was going to rain and you're asleep tonight. But tomorrow, like I mentioned, I think it's going to be a windy day. We have winds coming in from the west. These are gusts anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour, possibly slightly higher than that as well. So another very windy day. It seems like we did that last Friday, too. It was windy last Friday. So this Friday is going to be windy as well as we are tracking some stronger winds for tomorrow. But then looking ahead to the weekend, yeah, a lot different than last weekend. If you remember, Sunday especially was in the 70s. It was beautiful. This weekend, not so much. I think we'll see some partly cloudy skies on Saturday. One thing we need to keep an eye on Saturday is that we do kind of have a northwest wind throughout the day. Given the time of year, we could see some more cloud cover because of that, some lake effect cloud cover throughout the day on Saturday. So I put partly cloudy. I wouldn't be surprised if it's mostly cloudy throughout the day. Temperatures, though, stuck in the 40s. So chilly day. Yeah, I'm not getting nice reaction here.
No,
That's more than
Crystal
10
does not like
degrees
that.
below normal for this time of year. So definitely a chilly weekend. And then Sunday, we do warm up a bit, back up into the lower to middle 50s, but still that's below normal because our average high is 59 today. So we are going to be below that. And here is a look at the temperatures over the next 10 days.
I like this.
Yeah.
Well, I like looking at the graphic. The temperatures, not so much.
Yeah, and you can see that the warmest days on there are today and next Monday. Highs 62, that's it. So we've been enjoying a lot of 70-degree weather as of late, but not so much moving forward. Bit of a roller coaster ride over the next 10 days as well. This is 7 days. That's my bad.
Math. Again,
but-
we're unhinged today.
Yes. the next 7 days here, and we have temperatures that'll be kind of falling into the upper 40s by Saturday. Warm up briefly early next week, and then we will cool down again next week. In fact, next week has been trending cooler overall in terms of our temperature, so we need to keep an eye on that.
Oh no, I don't like that.
We'll keep an eye on that, certainly. But we've also been talking about the frost and freeze potential. It is certainly there this weekend, especially Saturday morning, Saturday night, and Sunday night.
Ooh. Yeah, you're seeing that on your screen. That's chilly.
So frost and freeze concerns do exist this weekend, but hopefully it's not an issue
about.
because temperatures aren't going to get that cold. It's not like we're talking about middle 20s here, but certainly if you have any plants outside that you want to take care of, you may want to cover them up and do things like that for this upcoming weekend. If you have any plants that you took outside already, bring them inside this weekend. It is not going to be very warm. So those are things to keep an eye on. Chris is asking, where are the 70s? The 70s are gone. I don't have any in the forecast moving forward here. So I think we were getting spoiled. We were getting spoiled with those temperatures in the 70s because that is an average, right? So average high is 59. So we should be closer to that, not 70. We don't get into the 70s really until May.
Which is only a couple of weeks away, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, we're well on our way. We were talking about May plans and like Memorial Day.
We were.
Is a little over a month away.
So, I mean, you're taking a look at the freeze, but if you want those warmer temperatures, Chris, and thank you for joining us. Again, you're just going to have to wait till May, a few weeks away.
Yeah, but I will say that even looking at computer models longer range, it does look like we kind of do warm up towards the end of April, possibly into early May, but we'll keep an eye on that. But I mean, we don't have any significantly cold weather on the way besides these temperatures in the lower 30s, but still the average low this time of year is in the 30s. So it's not unheard of to see this type of temperature this time of year.
Yeah, so just hold on a little bit longer and Mother Nature will do her thing.
Yep, and we don't get consistently warm until May normally, so we'll continue with these roller coaster rides through the rest of the month.
All right. Well, anything else you want to add before we see you on Studio 10 at 3 o'clock?
I don't think so. Just watch for the rain later tonight, but a lot of it happens in the middle of the night, and we should dry out tomorrow, but it's going to be cooler, so prepare for that. I think jackets are needed again tomorrow.
Okay, so get the jacket. If you got a heated vest like me, put that thing on so you're
Yes.
warm. Well, otherwise, yeah, nerd, yeah, no, you gotta do what you gotta do. Otherwise, tonight, you'll get a text from me. Are you listening?
I will be listening.
Taylor Swift, I know you will be. With the rain, though, I'll stop talking about it. We'll talk about it, not on here.
Hey, you know, Taylor Swift release days are some of the happiest days, I think.
You let us know in the chat. We'll have Aaron give her input in just a second, too. So you guys are probably like, stop.
Well, just some of the snippets of, like, lyrics that she has put out. Like, she hasn't released any parts of the songs, but some of the lyrics are out. It looks good.
It looks great. You're
Definitely looks like a breakup album, so we'll see on that.
And she is putting the meaning into the words, and she is ripping it up. I'm excited. I know you're excited.
Yes,
okay.
I'm very excited.
Well, to hear more about Taylor Swift potentially, or more so your weather forecast with the drop in temperatures, all of that, stay tuned with Colton coming up on Studio 10 at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, you probably won't hear me talk about Taylor Swift too much on the app, but you can get the forecast updates there. Of course, yesterday with the severe weather, we had that tornado warning that was issued. You would have gotten a notification with the First Alert Weather app. It's a very useful thing, and you can also submit photos of any damage or hail or anything else that you see. You can all do that in the First Alert Weather app. So make sure you tune in or download that. It is free in the Google Play and App Store. So give it a try. And it's free, so that's the best part of it all.
Perfect. Thank you, Colton.
I'm going to go get ready for Studio 10 now.
Yes, go get ready for Studio 10. We appreciate you for joining and sharing a little bit of everything today. But of course, the forecast, what people come in to listen about. So there you go. Make sure to tune in Studio 10, getting started in just under 45 minutes here. And then you can tune in to see all of the fun coming up across mid-Michigan heading into the weekend. And also getting more into your First Alert forecast and that drop in temperature. I'll show you that frost and freeze forecast that Colton was showing not too long ago. Just make sure you are staying up to date with that. But I do have Aaron Bowling standing next to me, and Aaron,
Yes,
Taylor Swift
hello.
fan.
Yes, well, you know, I was looking for story ideas, and I just happened to see that MSU had a Swifties club meeting tonight, and I just thought that was so fun. You know, it wasn't one of my pitches for today, but when I heard you say, you know, you got any updates on Taylor Swift, and I was just walking by the desk, so I was like, I have to pop in.
Perfect.
So it's just a fun little fun fact. But that's, yeah, like I said, not what I'm doing today. Today, though, I am headed to MSU. They have a event tomorrow. It's called Design Day, but as a part of the event, they are showcasing a self-driving race car. I know, jaws dropping, but it gets better. It gets better. Students from MSU with some faculty experts, some staff who are experts in the industry, will be competing with this self-driving race car in Italy this summer.
Wait.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? So,
How is it like an actual car size, or are we
it
scaling
looks
down?
it looks
What are we
kind of
doing
like
here?
an F1 vehicle. I believe we've got some video from previous
yes, let me
races. This is
pull it
not
up real
MSU
quick.
racing, but this is from, it's called the Indy Autonomous Challenge, and these are some cars from previous years. Again, not the vehicle that MSU will be operating, but just to give you an example of what they will be doing this summer. They are partnered with a technical school in Italy and Alabama to create a team. So very, very cool. I gotta say, I know we've all seen Teslas, right? And even at MSU, they've got that self-driving bus. But even then, there's still like a driver behind the wheel, right? This one, there's not even a driver's seat. In the driver's seat per se is, a very high-tech computer and then lots of sensors.
So this is like a remote control car, but on a larger scale.
Yes,
That
these
is so
cars
cool.
can go
So cool.
near 200 miles per hour, and they're actually like racing each other. Like this, the video that they are allowing us to use is from all different parts of the weekend. So I'm assuming some of it's test runs, practicing, things like that. But some of the video that they sent us, they'll get going really fast. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool
For
to look
those
at.
who grew up on like Hot Wheels, this is probably your dream right here.
Yes. Well, my dad's a big NASCAR fan.
Oh yeah, NASCAR
so,
too, for sure.
Yep. I think it's really interesting. But
F-150, of course. There you
yes.
go.
Well, and not everybody, but a lot of people have some concerns around the self-driving cars. May seem a little bit scary, a little bit, out of your control. Oh no, what's the car gonna do type of thing. But the goal of this race, the Indy Autonomous Challenge, is to improve the self-driving cars, make them safer, make them, better performance, have them, respond better to unexpected obstacles, things like that.
So this is the time to test the limits.
Yes,
to see what could happen.
They are experimenting, testing, inventing, They're also trying to create a way to make autonomous cars cheaper and more commercially available, which I thought was really interesting.
Anything with electric, I know, of course, being in Michigan, we have that huge auto industry. Anything with electric vehicles for this?
You know what? I am not sure. I'll have to ask. It's a good
right.
question. I am headed there right after this. I got the car packed up. I'm gonna head straight there after this little tease, little update. But you'll get to meet some of the staff who's going to be working on this car, working on this team. You'll get to see the car. It's actually going to be on display on MSU's campus tomorrow, again, as a part of their design day. But yeah, I'll give you a little first look at the car, and then if you're feeling into it, you can check it out tomorrow at the MSU's engineering building.
All right, that is sweet.
Right? I know.
I want to be able to drive it.
I know. It was up on the board today of stories we were looking to go after, and I was like, dibs, I want to go. I just thought it was so cool, and I love stories like this. Just highlighting all the cool stuff that people in Mid-Michigan are doing. It's one of those happy ones, one of those fun ones.
You guys do such a great job too,
thank
showcasing all the different parts that go into it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a fun one to put together. But tune in. News 10 at 6, learn a little bit more about the car and get to see it. Yeah, and so you need a permit to drive.
That's good to know.
in East Lansing, this is what one of their communications folks told me. In East Lansing, you need a permit to drive a car that doesn't have a driver or something similar to a permit. And they don't have that today. So it's not like where they're going to be taking it out on the roads in East Lansing, but they do have some video of the car hitting the road. So I'll have that in the story as well.
Yeah, and I'll show that little video one more time here. We'll pull it up real quick for you.
So cool. Shout out Crystal. She put this together for us to show you guys just a little example of what MSU will be doing this summer. But yeah, students from all over the world are competing. And now MSU is one of them. They're actually the first and only school in Michigan to compete in this challenge, which I thought was really interesting.
No, that is really interesting, and being able to showcase what they can do on a greater scale and taking it to Italy. Okay, what you said this summer?
Yeah, this
huge.
summer they're gonna be racing. I'm clicking buttons here that Taylor, I'm messing up with her groove.
I was like, the desk is shrinking.
But yeah, News 10 at 6, tune in, check it out. I think it'll be a really cool story.
No, yeah, that sounds like a really great one. Looking forward to it, Erin. Thank you for
Yes.
joining the desk as always and doing a
Yes.
great job sharing what's to come.
Thank you for having me.
Of
Always a
course.
pleasure.
And I'll give a live look over Michigan State University.
Where I'm headed.
Oh, yes, she is. And make sure, well, it looks dry out there. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
rain
I'll be
showers
fine.
coming in tonight, like Colton was saying. So, live look over Michigan State University. You are, in fact, seeing those clouds in the sky, and it looks pretty dark over campus because of it. So, not as much sun today. Expect those rain showers coming in later tonight. And until then, just hope that you can enjoy your Thursday. I do want to share what else is coming up, though, on News 10, starting with First at 4. You heard Nicole sharing all the great things, the various things coming up on Studio 10 at 3 o'clock, which is coming up in just under 40 minutes here. And then Colton, again, shared that little freeze frost that's coming in the forecast. I'll show it to you one more time. Let me take down this little bug so that you can fully see it. And that is what you can expect over the next, let's see here, 7-ish days. Yep, 7 days. Let me do my math correctly. And tune in more for those colder temperatures, below average temperatures making their way across this weekend. You can prepare for that. So that is what we have coming up Studio 10-wise in your forecast. And now we're going to share what's coming up during First at 4 and our 90 minutes of news. So, multi-sport participation for students. That is what we're talking about on Mid-Michigan Matters today. And to explain and break down what that means, we are talking about Michigan Athletic. And so the Michigan High School Athletic saying that more than 44% of the athletes, the high school participants, participated in more than one sport during the 2021-2022 school year. And so speaking about the different sports that, students, children are partaking in and why one sport may actually hinder their growth in terms of excelling at other sports and even just getting their brains going at such a young age and keeping them active. So we're going to talk about the benefits of having multi-sport participation as a student or a child or a teen. And then coming up, News 10 at 5 today. We are talking about the DNR map on mushroom hunting. So, taking a look at a recent map that the Michigan Department of Natural Resources has put out, and our very own Justin Kent is on that adventure, so he'll have more on the mushroom hunting coming up, News 10 at 5. And as you know, you're getting more of these warmer temperatures, you can go morel hunting. There you go. That'll be a fun activity to get you outside, and maybe, hopefully you find the safe ones, you can do something with it, a little culinary actions. Your kitchen, there you go. Coming up News 10 at 5:30 today. 420 has become an unofficial holiday for cannabis enthusiasts. So the Michigan Office of Highway Safety and Planning and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration remind that cannabis users that it's dangerous and illegal to use cannabis and then drive. So our very own Isley Herschel spoke with law enforcement about the push to celebrate responsibility. Or the push to celebrate responsibly. There we go, sorry. And then coming up News 10 at 6 today, the man responsible for the deadly 2012 nationwide fungal meningitis outbreak pleads to 11 counts of manslaughter. We were in court today where he was supposed to be sentenced, but there was a delay because the original judge has retired, leaving the survivors and the families very upset. So we get their reactions with Tanaya Jordan today, coming up News 10 at 6. Again, Tanaya will have the reactions on this being postponed, again, due to the judge retiring. So all of those stories coming up today here on News 10, and just make sure you are tuning in all day for the very latest. And thank you again for those who have been tuning in through our newscast today, helping us make an impact across Michigan. I do want to give you a few live looks before we head out here, just to show you what you're looking at as you head out the door. But yes, we are making an impact here at News 10 today, helping out Cristo Rey, St. Vincent Catholic Charities with their partnership and helping Delta Dental. So Delta Dental getting a new dental clinic going across mid-Michigan to really help those residents in our area get a nice confident smile, help improve their oral health care, right? That's really important too. And it's not even just for a smile, it's eating and just making sure that what you're putting into your mouth is good and healthy for you, making sure that everything is okay. We want to, again, just reinforcing that this is for your health. So again, starting at 3 o'clock on Studio 10 today, you can make sure to tune in for that. And of course, we've got a lot more coming up here. So one last thing that I do want to show before we head out, maybe the drop in temperatures has you feeling down. I know a lot of people were, feeling happy. They seemed like their moods were uplifted when we had more of that sun and the warmer temperatures just to get outside and get active. But if you feel like, you're getting a little down, maybe you're in a funk, you never know what's going on in your life, and you never know when things will happen. So go ahead and scan that QR code that's on your screen. No matter what you're going through, know that you're not alone. There are people who may be going through a similar experience as you, or has gone through something really, really similar. It's almost uncanny how similar your experiences are. You can share that insight that you've gone through, things that have helped you, what hasn't helped you, and really just uplift each other together. So those resources on your screen through that QR code, when you scan it with your cell phone's camera, it'll pull up a link. And when you click on that link, it'll show a list of resources across mid-Michigan, just a handful of them in each county, showing the mental health care professionals that you can reach out to, the different clinics, the people who can connect with you and help understand your story. They're there to listen to you and also support you, benefit you, find those treatment and prevention options. So really helpful. And again, you're not alone. So these are why those resources are out there, and many more resources are coming out, especially, since COVID happened. A lot more mental health resources are coming out just to help people with their mentality and emotional well-being and get them out of this funk no matter what they may be going through. So again, know that you're not alone. We'll have stories running, multiple stories running throughout the month, whether that's during our 90 minutes of news, during Mid-Michigan Matters on First at 4, even Studio 10 and News 10 Today. So all across the board here on News 10, you know that you will be able to hear from those community members and them sharing you're not alone. And then again, hearing from the mental health care professionals. So again, make sure you're just staying tuned with News 10 throughout the day, throughout the week, getting the information that you need to know to go on about your day. And we'll wrap up today on a little good note. I'll show you the falcon one more time. What is she doing over there? She was on her eggs. She's circling around. We're getting readjusted here. I'm going to put this up, the falcon cam. Oh, and she's getting readjusted. There you go. Again, this is on top of Spartan Stadium on Michigan State University's campus. You're just taking that nice live look at the falcon. So maybe you don't want to go outside today because it's a little chillier, below average, but hey, I can tell you that falcon is having a time getting the little babies all cozied up. So maybe that's what you do today, just kind of relax, do your thing. But whatever you're doing, make sure you're staying, again, tuned in with News 10. We'll have the very latest for you coming up, starting at 3 o'clock, which is starting in exactly half an hour. So I'll wrap it up here. Everyone have a great Thursday.